Welcome back to another ranking my favorite Pokemon of a specific typing. Today's typing is flying Pokemon. But in Gen 1, there are a bunch of cute little flying Pokemon in this, and I'm not going to pick the legendaries. Pidgey was a real cutie, and I actually remember always having like a Pidgeotto, but I think I've actually developed a real love for Farfetch'd as time has gone on, so we're going to go ahead with Farfetch'd there. Gen 2 had another bunch of cutie patooties. Now, out of respect for like the other generation ranking videos, I'm not going to pick Hoppip or Delibird or Ho-Oh, but I will be picking, I think it's Noctowl, because Noctowl actually reminds me of the owl from Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Generation 3. Generation 3 had a bunch of really cool Pokemon, but I think honestly it's between Swablu and Tropius, and I think I like Tropius more because they just seem kind of crazy inventive, and it's a silly concept for a flying Pokemon, but I really like it. Gen 4 has obviously my favorite ghost Pokemon. I'm still a little bit confused how Phanpy or Mantike is a flying Pokemon, but I guess that's it. But I think out of my favorite flying Pokemons, if we're not going to pick Drifblim, then I probably would pick Togekiss. Alright, let's go to our next generation, Gen 5. Gen 5 had a bunch of really cool Pokemon. Again, Swoobat also counts in here, but I'm not going to pick Swoobat because I already picked it for a different ranking video. And I really like the pheasant pigeon Pokemon. But I think out of these ones, I kind of really like Swanna. Or actually, no, I like Ducklet. Ducklet's probably my favorite just because it's like blank stare. Our next generation, these didn't have a lot of good options, but I do like the idea of Hawlucha. I didn't like them when they appeared in the series, but since I've seen fan art of them and how cute people draw Hawlucha, I actually am really falling in love with them, and I actually really like them. So shout out to the artists on that one. Our next generation has a couple of cuties, but I think if we don't pick Rowlet here, there's probably going to be a riot. Although I will say that I love Toucannon because it's just, I love toucans, but I will say Toucannon is not very inventive, it needs a little bit something else. Next generation, we have a bunch of really cuties. I think the thing here that just makes it really funny for me is the fact that there's a Camarant, and Camarant is just a silly concept to me, swallowing Pikachu. I just think it's so silly, so we're gonna go with Camarant. And then for our next generation, I'm gonna go with our Flamingo. I actually really like them. Although Bombardier is a fun design, I think I'm gonna have to go. Actually, I think I'm gonna go to a different form here. I'm gonna go with Mega Dragonite. I love Mega Dragonite. They're actually a really cool design, and I think they have a really nice vibe. Our next Pokemon though, let's go. Our favorite out of all these. Ooh, Togekiss.